Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, AR the Ohio Patriot, and for today's episode, we're going to talk about the shit show that is the current 135th Ohio General Assembly, as well as Larry Householder Trial, and why a shitload of motherfucking Democrats and rhinos should all be in Ohio prison right now. Specifically, starting with Allison Russo, Jason Stevens, Casey Weinstein, etc., who I have been consistently calling out for fucking years now. Not Jason Stevens so much, but Weinstein and Russo for sure, dude. Ever since Allison Russo in May 2021 took a bribe on camera from a Moms Demand Action member at a House Oversight Committee hearing that was on constitutional carry, where Allison was handed this big fat fucking envelope, most likely full of cash, but we could never actually found out about that because nobody ever bothered fucking investigating the goddamn thing. And then meanwhile, you got piece of shit fucking Casey Weinstein, one of the biggest motherfucking sacks of crap in this entire country, whose entire military career, I guarantee, was sucking dick under a fucking table. This motherfucker committed a hoax on himself a month after I was federally swatted in 2019. I was federally swatted in August 2019. This motherfucker committed a hoax on himself in September of 2019. And why did he do such a thing? Because he was trying to push gun bans at the time, dude. He was trying to push magazine bans specifically at the time. And then wanted to make it all about himself and be like, oh, they're targeting me as a tyrant. No, they weren't, you fucking asshole lying sack of shit. You were targeting yourself to distract away from the fact that you're a fucking sack of shit. Literal fucking modern day Nazi, motherfucker. You know, I like to point something out too, by the way. There were a lot of Jews who were fucking Nazis, dude, back in the day. And Weinstein should know because he's both of these fucking things nowadays, dude, in 2023. So, anyway. But, yeah, we're going to talk about the fucking shit show that is the Ohio House infighting. We're also going to talk about a bunch of stuff going on currently on Twitter. I was basically fighting with people for about 20 minutes to a half hour, and then I figured, you know what, fuck it. Let's do a fucking grandstand at this point, dude, because we might as well. You know, we might as well talk about this shit, honestly. So sometime yesterday, Jason Stevens totally scumbagged everybody as the new Speaker of the House. He honestly did enough yesterday that should have brought up impeachment charges against him right now, dude, entirely, because this motherfucker made rules amendments that basically made it so that every constituent in the state of Ohio cannot call up their rep and be like, hey, I'd like you to add this amendment to this piece of legislation. You can't do that anymore now. There's no fucking amendments to anything at this point, dude, in this General Assembly. Like, how the fuck is that even legal, dude? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, Jason Stevens is a fucking piece of garbage, dude, for real. And I guarantee you, and I said it before, dude, and this is why I called out Chris Dorr back then, honestly, dude. When Dorr was like, oh, just wait a little bit. Jason Stevens was totally for constitutional carry and stand your ground. No, he fucking wasn't. He was a fucking party line vote 2 different years in election cycle years where he had to be reelected into office, and the way he's getting reelected into office is if he votes yes on constitutional carry or stand your ground, dude. That's all it fucking was entirely. It's just like most of these rhino fucking sacks of shit in here, dude. They don't give a fuck about your constitutional rights. The only way that they get back into power to fuck you over later is so that they can go and vote yes as a fucking party line vote, basically is what it is, dude. For this legislation. That's the only way they get back into office another time. It's just like Democrats, dude. The only way Allison Russo and her fucking scumbag ass piece of shit fucking followers in the Democrat Party ever get reelected into office by their leftist dipshit fucking voter base is because they're like, oh, see, we tried to pass this unconstitutional red flag law or universal background check, but the Republicans in office totally stopped us from doing it, man. Because we don't have a majority here. We only have a minority here. Yeah, and your minority would be a hell of a lot fucking smaller, by the way, if we actually had one county, one rep laws on the books right now, dude. When you have these fucking Democrats legitimately having like almost 30 of their fucking seats coming from 3 counties in this entire fucking state, dude. Those 3 counties being the major cities of Columbus, Cleveland, and Cincinnati. There's a huge fucking problem right there, dude. When you have 11 fucking districts in Franklin County alone, which is where Columbus is at, for the Democrat Party, every single one of them pretty much, as far as I'm aware right now, all 11 are controlled by Democrats right now, dude. One of them should be controlled by Republicans at this point, but of course that fucking cocksucker Richard Brown cheated his way back into fucking office and screwed over Ronald Beach from getting into power back then by like 150, 300, it was somewhere between 150 and like 300 votes is what it was, dude. That they magically found for fucking Brown when he was losing by like around 200 votes is what it was at that point. So, Yeah, and that's the problem right now. And nobody wants to fucking hide elections is the problem right now, dude, in the state. And it's like, bro, if they did that, they would prove that Sherrod Brown cheated in 2018. They would prove that Tim Ryan cheated in 2020. They would prove Amelia Sykes shouldn't even be in fucking Congress right now because she cheated here in 2022, man. And don't even get me started on half the fucking Republicans in our state house right now, dude. These people are fucking doing everything crazy shit too as well, dude. Like, I hate it all at this point. Like, I hate them all. For real. I fucking do. Like, I am sick and tired of both fucking major parties at this point, dude. Because they're all fucking criminals. And don't even get me started on Larry Householder and the shit he fucking pulled here, dude. And you almost have to laugh at this shit because his fucking dumbass attorney yesterday was talking about the $60 million bribery scandal thing and being like, oh, Larry never was bribed by any of that money. He just took a loan to fix the house and do with a settlement or whatever the case be for some lawsuit he had. And it's like, what the fuck are you even talking about, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? It wasn't a loan. It was a fucking bribe. Just means he's a fucking bribe piece of shit. Get him fucking 5-10 years, whatever the fuck it is, dude. Take a fucking plea deal for God's sakes and the whole thing. And he'll be out in probably 10 years is what it is, man. You know, it's just like Jimmy Damore all over again, dude. Doesn't know who Jimmy Damore was. Jimmy Damore was a fucking sack of shit. I believe he was either a city councilman in Cleveland or it was a county commissioner in Cleveland. I think it was county commissioner actually up in the Cleveland area, Cuyahoga County area. And yeah, he did the same kind of stuff, dude. It was pay to play crap. And that's what I'm saying. This is what people like Sarah Carruthers, who's a rhino fucking cunt in our state house right now, is doing. This is what fucking Allison Russo and people are doing, dude. They've all done it, dude. It's all pay to play bullshit. And it's honestly, like I said before, dude, why we need to ban lobbying from giant corporations in this country. And by the way, Moms Demand Action, Everytown, fucking Brady Campaign, Giffords, all these motherfucking anti-gunners, dude, they are giant corporations that should never be allowed to fucking say anything in this state or this country, dude. Period. Because they're the ones that are bribing these fucking state officials is what it is, dude. And when you have people, even in fucking Florida's legislature, dude, there was a guy down there 2-3 years ago now that fucking admitted he was being bribed by Michael Bloomberg. And it was never investigated. It's like, are you fucking kidding me, people? Like, Jesus Christ, you have a sitting state rep or state senator right there admitting to taking bribe money from a giant anti-gun billionaire, and you're not even going to fucking investigate it. Like, what the fuck? And this is what pisses me off so much. And it's like, people wonder why I'm fucking angry all the time. And it's like, this is why. I say boot them all out at this point, honestly, dude. Seriously. I say boot all their asses out at this point and just start fresh entirely, dude. Hold brand new elections, kick them all off to fucking prison and be done with it, man. Seriously. But anyway. So, one thing that does piss me off about the Columbus Dispatch, like I know it's a leftist paper and everything like that, dude, but like at least give people free articles, right? I tried to click on this one here. It wouldn't even let me do that though. Because it's the headline for it was Ohio House GOP rift widens after a contentious fight over chamber rules. Oh yeah, by the way. So here's one that's interesting, right? So for those who don't know, by the way, all right, sorry about that. Fucking internet just dipped out on me. As I was saying, though, historical fact. When our founders created this country, when they created the Constitution, this country was founded as a Christian nation. The entire point of that was when you look at the First Amendment and everything else like that, it's why basically Christianity was the go-to thing at the time, because most people were Christians in this country at the time. Which would make sense. Why, if you're going to do a prayer in a fucking state house or anything else like that, it would be a Christian prayer only, basically. But of course, you have fucking Islamic followers that are now in the Ohio State House, people that are actual foreign nationals in this country who have no legal fucking right to even hold office in this nation, who have a problem with it. Specifically, that Abduli bitch that's in our fucking state house now, dude, was talking about it being a constitutional violation, yet she fucking violated her oath to office less than 5 minutes after taking the sworn oath to the Constitution, dude. And it's like, first of all, how are you even taking a fucking oath to a Constitution for a country you're not even legally a citizen in? That seems weird, right? How are you even holding office legally in the country that you're not a citizen in, dude? Yeah, it's a bunch of shit, dude, entirely. And that's what I'm saying. This is exactly why Kasich is 100% to blame for taking in those fucking Somali terrorists that fucking Obama pushed on them, dude, because that's where the people came from. Abduli and Mohammed both. Should have never been allowed to hold office in the state, dude, ever. Because they're both part of that fucking shit show is what it is, dude. But anyway, yeah, I'm just sick and tired of it, dude. I'm just sick and tired of fucking Islam entirely in this country. And for them to bitch and moan about stuff, it's just fucking ridiculous, dude. And of course, who's the biggest terrorist of all in the Democrat Party in the state of Ohio right now, dude? Specifically in our state house right now? It's this bitch right here, Allison Russo. One of the biggest fucking demon cunts ever, dude. Who should be in prison right now on dozens of misdemeanors and felonies. When she's pushed through everything from killing kids in the womb to all kinds of anti-gun stuff, red flag laws, universal background checks, all shit like that. And, you know, transitioning of children, all that kind of sick shit, dude. She's just a demon, dude. 100%, dude. And that's what I'm saying. I believe, truthfully, half these people are just making crossroads demon deals for power at this point in history. I believe 100%, like, you know, Supernatural was a great series, dude, but honestly, it's becoming more and more of a documentary anymore, man. With them crossroads demon deal episodes and stuff like that, which I guarantee is exactly what these motherfuckers did, dude, to get into power. Went to some crossroads, got the shit together, conjured up a fucking crossroads demon, and then did some weird kiss for like 10 years of fucking whatever it was, dude. Maybe 20, actually, depending. But anyway, we do have some other stuff we want to talk about here, though. This is a similar one to the Columbus Dispatch article here, which is a Cleveland.com article. And I'm going to go ahead and read, and we're going to talk about Householder a little bit here as well. We got Ohio House GOP fracture spills into chamber as Speaker Jason Stephens prevails in rules fight. Yeah, you literally had over... So here's the thing. You had over 30 members of the General Assembly. So you had basically over 1/3 of the General Assembly, because it was like 34, 35 people, that were like, no, this is fucking bullshit. We need to debate this stuff. And they're just like, gavel down, gavel down, gavel down. Fucking, nope, we're just going to vote on it now. And you had like 60-something people fucking vote yes on it is what it was, dude. It's fucking bullshit entirely. And I guarantee 32 of them were Democrat Party people at that point, dude. Which makes me wonder, like, who was the other 28 scumbags at this point, dude? Because there's only 22 scumbags in the fucking Rhino Party that voted Stevens in there. So how many other motherfuckers turncoated at this point by getting committee deals and stuff like that, dude? And that's what I'm saying. Like, these are the investigations should be open right now, dude. It should be, honestly, if I was a federal agent in this country right now, right? Or the head of a federal agency right now in this country, like the FBI or whatever the case be, this is what I would be doing and having my agents look into. I would be opening investigations into Jason Stephens, Allison Russo, Casey Weinstein, every single fucking chair of every single committee right now in the state of Ohio of people that voted for Jason Stephens, and every single member of the Democrat Party at this point for various things. Obviously, Weinstein for his hate hoax, Russo for her bribery scandal and stuff like that. That would be Moms Demand Action, anti-gun bribery scandal, which is what should be right now. You would have Stephens and Russo both investigated for the speaker backdoor deal fucking, you know, shenanigans that went on there for that fucking speaker. What is what it was, like a month or two beforehand. Because that's the thing, dude. You had, first of all, you had Russo lie straight up to the American people in the state and be like, oh, no, it was like 4 hours before the speaker vote. I just decided to have all the Democrats vote for Jason Stephens instead of Derek Merrin or anybody else like that. And then it turned out like a day or two later, it was like, no, in fact, that was it was Me, Allison Russo, voting, fucking speaking behind closed doors with Jason Stevens for over a fucking month and a half before that shit, dude. Guess what they did? It was back in November of 2022, where you had her and Stevens during the break time for Thanksgiving and then into Christmas time breaks as well, as what it was. During those time periods, they were meeting behind closed doors and having secret deals, is what it was, dude. To try to fuck Ohioans over is what it was. And this is some of the shit I'm talking about here, dude, with that Jason Stevens did yesterday by stopping any amendments from going through it now and any kind of legislation. And it's absolute bullshit, dude. Because that's the thing. You could have Democrats right now push through some bullshit bill like oh, let's fucking make public school funding completely done or whatever the case be. And you couldn't have like a Republican or anybody else for that matter offer an amendment that's like, okay, no, we're going to do this thing and amend it to allow for a school choice option or whatever the case be. You couldn't do that now is what it is, dude. Or in the same vein of things, it couldn't be something where you have Democrats basically try to push like a red flag law or a fucking universal background check through, whatever the case be, and Republicans, shut that shit down by being like, no, how about instead we gut all this shit out of here, and the amendment is basically this now becomes a pro-2A piece of legislation that better stand your ground or constitutional carry or something like that, or in fact it guts out the red flag part of the thing and completely puts back in that Ohio is now a Second Amendment sanctuary state or something like that. They can't amend it to that if that be the case, dude. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of fuckery going on here is what it is right now, dude, 100%. But anyway, continuing back on to what I was starting to read here, though. So Columbus, Ohio, a smoldering power struggle between current Ohio House Speaker Rhino Jason Stevens and State Rep Derek Marin, who should be Speaker, flared up on the House floor Tuesday as Stevens' allies in the Democrat Party outvoted vocal Marin supporters to approve House rules and House GOP leadership. So the drama of the House floor shows that Marin, a Toledo area Republican, still has significant support among majority Republicans despite losing the speaker's race to Stevens earlier this month. Again, he would have never here's the thing, and this is what pisses me off the most, right? You have the majority party being Republicans. There should have only been Republicans voting for a speakership, dude. Period. And by that count, you have Derek Marin, 44 fucking people. You have Jason Stevens, 22. Marin wins by double digits at that point, dude. Actually, I'm sorry. Marin had it by 45 votes. It was 45, 22, and then fucking 32 Democrats throwing their fucking support behind that bitch Jason Stevens, is what it was. Who should have never even had a fucking vote in this whole thing, dude. Because they're not part of the fucking party, is what it is. It should have been a party line only vote for speaker, period, dude. Or if the Democrats wanted to offer up one of their fucking ass clown pieces of shit in place or whatever, like they did fucking federally with that fucking Dick Stain, Hakeem Jeffries and stuff like that, dude, that'd be a different story altogether and stuff. That would have been totally different at that point, dude. And it would have been like, okay, you can throw up your fucking person. We're not gonna vote for them, obviously, is what it is. Because then you would have had 45 Marin, fucking probably 32 Allison Russo, and then 22 fucking Jason Stevens is what it would have been, man. So, yeah. And Marin would have won. Guaranteed it, dude. But that's the problem right now. You didn't have something like that. And this is the entire problem, dude, when you have scumbags fucking scumbagging and shit like that. And that's why I'm so sick and tired of the shit going on here, dude. Because I feel like, honestly, with the way things are going currently, dude, I feel like Ohio could definitely be the birthplace of the Second American Revolution in this country, honestly, dude. With the fucking shit shows going on here, man. Or the beginning of balkanization, or the beginning of a Second American Civil War, or something like that, dude. Like, we're just being primed on a fucking powder keg right now, dude, for shit to explode, honestly, right now. And it scares the fuck out of me right now. Because I just see what's going on nationwide right now, dude, with all the anti-gun stuff, whether it be in Illinois or Colorado or any place else like that right now. You got the fucking, engineered mass shootings in California recently and stuff like that. And I just look for them to try to push shit here in Ohio again, dude. And I'll tell you what, man. Having fought for over 3 years now for my rights and having barely been able to take a breath, like, I'm sick of fighting, dude. I'm sick of fighting at a fucking level where we're not fighting for real at this point. And I mean that seriously. Because that's what people should be right now, dude. They should be removed from office by force at this point. by the feds, by the fucking cops, et cetera, et cetera. I just want to point that out just to make sure on that one. You ain't got shit on me, Fed boys, because I'm specifically saying it's you guys who should be removing people like Allison Russo from office right now, dude. And Jason Stevens and all these other scumbags, dude. That's why I've been saying that for 20 minutes of this fucking video right now, honestly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what we need. We need actual fucking justice in this state, dude. End the fucking corruption. Do your jobs as fucking feds, as cops, etc. Open investigations into these fucking people and start charging them with stuff that they've done that's criminal acts, dude. I don't care if it's fucking 50 misdemeanors or 3 felonies, for God's sakes. Because I guarantee you, if you look at half the legislation that they pushed through in the past several General Assemblies, right there alone, dude, should be a misdemeanor every fucking piece of legislation. And you're talking about over 50 pieces of legislation in the last General Assembly alone at that point. Don't even get me started going back to 2019, 2020, man. You got another 50, 60 even there, for that matter, or more for that matter even, depending on Democrats, you know? And then some of the rhinos even too, for that matter, dude. Some of the shit they've done should see them in fucking handcuffs as well for misdemeanors and stuff, dude. And it's like, for God's sakes, man, like, do the job. Fuck. You know? Seriously. Anyway, continuing on with the rest of this, though. Jumping back to this article here on Cleveland.com. Yeah, take a quick drink, too, because my tongue's starting to get all dried out and shit, so... But yeah, so the fractures in the House GOP supermajority once served for private caucus meetings, once reserved for private caucus meetings, have spilled out into the open in the week since Stevens used the same alliance with Democrats to win the Speaker's gavel, even though Marin was selected among a majority of Republicans back in November. So since then, Marin and his supporters have waged a public war against Stevens, as they fucking should, whose supporters have been renounced by the state's GOP and several county parties. So basically, what they're saying is everybody that supported Stevens has now been basically, what do they call that, conjured or censured or whatever. And they're like, yeah, you're not getting, they basically told them straight up at this point, they're like, you're never getting party money again, so go fuck yourself. You're going to have to raise the shot if you want to run for office again. You're never getting support from us ever again. Go fuck yourself again. You're basically independents now at this point, or even Democrat light. Really, honestly, there should be a DL next to their name for Democrat light is what it is, dude. Because that's fucking what it actually is at this point. So, hang on, I'm trying to look at something right now. We got a weather advisory going on right now here. Yeah, winter weather advisory coming in today. Actually, if there's one thing that could basically be a good thing, maybe it's going to shut down Columbus today for any kind of fuckery going on there, dude. So you're not going to have any bills like introduced or passed or anything like that in the House floor. You know, or any committees basically getting different votes and stuff like that done, or starting, like, I wouldn't say votes done, but I would say basically starting legislation being introduced into the actual committees and stuff like that to, you know, debate as like a first hearing kind of thing or whatever then. So introduced and whatnot, I think is what it's actually called. But anyway, yeah, it's just a bunch of crap entirely, dude. But yeah, as I said here, it said, continuing on with this though. But yeah, we're supposed to be getting a whole bunch of sleet and like freezing rain and shit today, and a whole bunch of snow after that, man. It's not going to be good. So I was supposed to go out today to have a chiropractic appointment, but that's not going to happen now because what's going on now? Plus, I'm not going to risk my life just to get my back adjusted, even though it needs it. So, you know, I'll just wait, hopefully a few days to a week or something like that and get it done again sometime later on. But anyway, it says on Tuesday, the fight came into the House chamber for the first time as members prepared to take what are typically pro forma votes on rules. Said House rules, which, among other things, lay out the Speaker's powers and caucus leadership posts as usual, are usually uncontroversial and pass easily at the beginning of each session. However, the two issues became a flashpoint as Stevens didn't recognize shouts by Marin Republicans to be recognized to propose amendments. Yeah, that's fucking unconstitutional, dude, right there. Like, that right there should see Jason Stevens impeached right now on the spot, dude, because of that shit alone. Because he's like, oh, no, I'm not going to see your actual fucking recognize you and stuff as, like, you know, someone to speak, basically, is what it is. So you just fuck, like, here's the thing, dude. as far as I'm aware, in the state of Ohio, every single House or every single House member at this point, all 99 of them and stuff like that, represent roughly like I think it's like somewhere between like 100 to 120,000 Ohioans or something like that, dude. Like I believe it's around that amount right now is what it is. So that means you basically just fucked over the voices of tens of thousands of people, dude, is what it is. And, or wait, was it 10,000 or was it 100,000? I can't remember. It was a bunch of zeros. I remember that though. And that's what I'm saying, dude. Like it could be, and it doesn't matter if it's 10,000, 100,000, dude. You just fucked, like you're sitting there, potentially, if you add up the 40 and stuff like that, dude, 40 plus or whatever, he's fucking undoing the will of pretty much half the fucking state right now, dude, is what it is. And it's like, how the fuck, dude? And again, this is exactly why I've said before, dude. This kind of shit right here is why we need to have automatic disqualifications in this country as a 20th Amendment of the Constitution is what it is, dude. Because this right here, Stevens should be automatically disqualified from office, dude, at this point. Be tossed the fuck out. Same thing with Allison Russo. Same thing with the Democrat Party entirely in the state. Same thing with all the fucking rhinos that voted for Jason Stevens, etc., dude. And, of course, you got Mike Loychek fucking jerking himself off now because he's got the fucking Armed Services Committee chair that he was appointed to. So, again, I don't know if that's why he scumbagged everybody to get to that thing so you can basically be like, oh, I'm actually working both sides of the fucking fence and then going to pass, like, Pro 2A stuff or not, dude. So, you know, I'm not trying to be a dick to Mike Loychek right now until I find out he's actually fucking stabbing me in the back is what it is, you know? Like, that's the one thing, dude, because if it's something where I have to work with the man, like, I don't really want to have it out there on camera that I, like, totally called him a piece of shit, basically, is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, if he's going to act like a fucking piece of shit, I'm going to call him a piece of shit, honestly, you know what I'm saying, though? And the way I feel about it is you scumbagged us, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it feels very fucking shifty is what it is, man. And that's the problem with these people, dude. Like, I feel like, honestly, you can't trust anybody anymore, dude, is what it is. Like, even the people that will actually be the primary sponsors of, like, Pro 2A legislation is what it is, man. Which Loychek was last General Assembly with the whole, 2A sanctuary bill. That was, like, the Second Amendment Preservation Act, or whatever they called it then. So, which needs to be passed, by the way, especially in lieu of the fucking ATF BS now, dude. So, anyway. But, yeah, as I said here, I'm going back to that article, though. And like I said, I'm not trying to give Loychek shit or whatever the case be right now, dude, but it's like, I feel betrayed, though, is what I'm going to say it straight up, Mike. If you're watching this, or if any of your friends are watching this to get it to you at some point, dude, I feel like you betrayed me personally, dude. I feel like you betrayed the network. I feel like you betrayed every gunner in this state right now, honestly, by voting for Jason Stevens. It hurts me, dude. It really does. And that's what it is. It's, emotion coming through kind of thing. Now, granted, if I find out you actually are fucking us over at some point in the future, like, yeah, I'll fucking do an entire grandstand calling out your rhino ass then, dude. So I'm just making that one clear right now, buddy. So don't fuck us in the future anytime, in the near, like, whether it be present here or whether it be near future, whatever the case be. Just do your job that you were elected in office to do, man, or don't have one anymore, is what it ends up being in 2024. So, because we will find primary challengers for you and everybody else for that matter, dude. So anyway, yeah, as I said here, it said, no, Stevens was not recognizing shouts by Marion Republicans to be recognized to propose amendments to the House rules. Said the House appointed Stevens rules package by a 63 to 35 vote. The yes votes came from 31 Republicans, including 8 who previously backed Marin for Speaker, and the 32 Democrats. 35 Republicans voted no, which could serve as a measure going forward for the ongoing influence Marin will have with the Republican caucus. So let's go ahead and I want to see if they actually showed how the vote went here, man, is what it was. This goes to a Twitter, by the way. So let's go ahead and see if, oh, here we go. Yep, we got the Twitter, man. All right, so let's go ahead and, oh, crap. Sorry. I thought it was still screen sharing over the Twitter thing here. All right, let me go to the Twitter file here. So this is the actual vote here. So let's see. We got, 8 Republicans who voted for Marin 3 weeks ago sided with Speaker Stevens today. Brian Baldridge, Adam Byrd, Jamie Callender, David Dobos is a newcomer. He's probably going to be a one-term rep after that. Way to go, dumb fuck. James Hoops, who I know for a fact was a scumbag before this. Brian Limpton, Representative Matthews, who's going to be a one-termer, and Sarah Ray, who I'm pretty sure was appointed to a fucking committee, by the way. And actually, what's interesting is if you look at the people. Actually, let me go find that thing real quick. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, dude, because pretty sure that these same 8 people that are on these things that now voted for Jason Stevens, dude, are the same 8 motherfuckers who actually were given a ability to be part of the House Rules Committee or whatever it was, dude, recently. So, yeah, I'm trying to find the thing here. I think this is it. Okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, this was the okay, let's see how many of those names actually line up with the various committee chairs and stuff like that from the other day. So let's see. This is the document that that Stevens put through the other day. So let's see. We got. All right. Let's see. Got Callender, who is on that list. He's going to be the Finance Subcommittee on Infrastructure and American Rescue Plan. We got. Let's see. I know there's another page to this one. Let's see. We got Dave Dobos, who's the vice chair of the Higher Education Committee. We got Brian Limpton, who is the Insurance Committee chair. You got Adam Bird, who is going to be the Primary and Secondary Education chair. You have, let's see, is that it now? I feel like Ray was on here someplace. I thought Sarah Ray was on here someplace. I'm wrong about that one. Let's see. Boldridge. Oh, yeah, I think Brian Boldridge's name was on. Let me go check to make sure on that one. Yeah, okay, Boldridge was on there. So you got Boldridge, who is now. Sorry. Shit. Back to that now. Yeah, Boldridge, who is going to be the co-chair or vice chair of the Constitutional Resolutions Committee. So that's one. Then we got Adam Bird, who, like I said, is going to chair a committee. You got Callender, who's going to chair a subcommittee. You got Dobos, who's going to chair be a vice chair for one of the committees. You got Limpton, who's going to be a chair or vice chair. So you got Hoops, Matthews, and Ray right now, who I'm pretty sure are part of the actual House leadership team, probably. So let's see here now. Let's see. Where are we at now? Let's see. I said Limpton, or no, I said Hoops, Matthews, and Ray. So let's see. So we got, let's see, Hoops, Matthews, Ray. Oh, wait, no. Adam Matthews is on that list, too. He's a vice chair on the Civil Justice Committee. So it would be Ray and Hoops are the only two that are not part of the committees right now, dude, is what it is, as far as I can tell. So, yeah. So you have 6 of 8 people that are going to be either chairs or vice chairs of various committees or subcommittees right now, who all now voted for fucking Stevens bullshit rules yesterday, dude. Very fucking insider tradery, isn't it, man? Very fucking criminal fucking conspiracy, isn't it? Yeah, it fucking is, dude. And should be actual charges such. Like, seriously, how the fuck is that not criminal conspiracy charges right now, dude, for that kind of shit? Like, you're obviously doing this because he went to you and was like, hey, I'm going to totally give you guys a chair committee here, or you guys are totally going to be a chair in one of the committees and stuff like that, or vice chair, whatever the case be. You just need to vote with me along party lines and stuff going forward. That's fucking criminality right there, dude. That is 100% criminal conspiracy shit right now, dude. 1,000%, dude. 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000% right now. So anyway, continuing back on with this though, I got. Yeah, it says Adam Holmes and Gail Manning weren't present for the speaker vote. Holmes voted yes today. Manning was absent again at this time. Yeah, she's going to vote for fucking Stevens at some point, dude. Because Gail, like I said, dude, Gail Manning should have been tossed out of our General Assembly back 4 fucking years ago in 2019 when she tried to push a statewide TAPS Act, dude. When you try to threat assess every child in the state of Ohio right now, dude. It's a bunch of bullshit entirely. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how these votes went there. Okay, so obviously Stolfus, my current state rep, was one of the no votes on this one. And then, like I said, you got Gail Manning that was not even there at all. Okay, so you had a lot of vice chairs and stuff like that voting no on this stuff. And like I said, the lesser chairs and stuff like that are people like Stolfus is what it is. They're there for like infrastructure and shit, dude, that don't even matter, is what it is. Like the chairs you actually want to be on the state of Ohio really are House Oversight Committee here, or House Oversight Committee chair, and stuff like Mike Lorchek got, which is the armed services chairs and stuff like that, dude, is what it is. So, like, those are the important ones, honestly, is what it is. But of course, then you had scumbag Bill Seitz, that old motherfucker, and piece of shit Rhino Gene Schmidt vote for his ass. Let's see. You got Allison Russo being a yes vote as a Democrat. Elgin Rogers, who's a Democrat, being a yes vote. Soccer, Casey Weinstein, Democrat. Terrence Upchurch, Democrat, yes vote. Daniel Troy, yes vote. Yeah. Like, half of these are all, like, more than half the fucking Greens are all Dems, dude. And then the other ones are a bunch of fucking Rhino sellouts, is what it is, bro. It's fucking disgusting. For those wondering, I'm pretty sure the chick whose head is right underneath the actual board there is actually Sarah Fowler Arthur, who we talked about yesterday, and how she was talking about the whole, German do Holocaust stuff from the side of a German soldier, and it's like, come on, girl, come on, man, like, be smarter than that. Don't say stupid shit like that, Sarah. Come on. But yeah, it's just a bunch of fuckery, man. Oh, yeah, and then you had, let's see, Thaddeus Cleggett, fucking Rhino sellout. Gary Click, Rhino sellout. Rodney Creech, second term of Rhino sellout. By the way, I called that bitch Gary Click out last year, actually, for being a first term Rhino sellout, dude, because he claimed that he was all pro 2A and stuff when he really wasn't. Same thing with Creech, dude. I called that, seriously, I've called both of those guys' offices legitimately over fucking, like, probably like 30 times now in the past year or so, dude, for various stuff, and they've never once gotten back to me at all. So, yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit, dude, entirely. Let's see what we got here from this guy, this Jeremy dude. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to this Jeremy guy's Twitter account right now for half a minute here, because I want to talk about some of the things here. So we got this Jeremy dude, who I'm guessing is a news reporter for the House, maybe, or something like that. I think that's what it usually is. He's like a Morgan Trout type person, if I'm not mistaken. So as he's saying here, we got said Derek Marin's supporters voted for him to become the Ohio GOP caucus leader this morning, not Speaker Jason Stevens. Stevens and his 21 supporters were invited to the caucus meeting but did not attend it. So yeah, so you basically had Stevens and the 21 people who voted for him that were Republicans were all invited to the actual thing to be like, hey, we're going to vote on who's actually, the leader of the fucking House GOP now at this point in the state of Ohio. None of them attended, and they were like, okay, cool. Derek Marin's now the fucking, leadership is what it is, dude. Which, like I said, he should also be leader of the fucking, Speaker of the House, is what it is right now. So that was the first thing here. Then we got second thing, which was 17 hours ago. It said Ohio House is meeting at 2 p.m. for the first time since Stevens was elected Speaker. One of the things the House will have to vote on is Stevens' slate of House GOP leaders. Said, let's see if Marin and his allies try somehow to block that this afternoon. And then, as it said here, it said Bill Seitz will remain House Majority Leader. By the way, Bill Seitz is one of the biggest rhino sacks of shit. And honestly, if we want to talk about criminals on the Republican side of the fucking aisle, dude, Bill Seitz is the fucking Alice Roos of the Republican Party at this point, dude. Legitimately. I guarantee that motherfucker's taking backdoor bribes from a fuck ton of people, dude. Whether it be big pharmaceutical companies, whether it be fucking, various like other scandals similar to householders with like fucking energy sector stuff and whatnot, dude. And, like all kinds of other shady shit like that. And yeah, no way should that old fuck be any part of the, no fucking way in hell should he ever be majority speaker. Or sorry, not majority speaker. No way in hell should he ever be majority party leader ever again is what it is, dude. But yet he's going to be that again. because fucking, of course, you know, scumbags love scumbags is what it is, dude. By the way, for those wondering why I hate Bill Sites so much, he's the motherfucking rhino sack of shit who, during constitutional carry hearings, this was the House version, by the way, this was not the actual Senate version that eventually passed, but during the House hearing one, there was an amendment. Well, sorry, it wasn't an amendment. It was part of the actual original legislation that should have stayed in the legislation, is what it is, that would have allowed Ohioans to carry any weapon concealed, whether it be a knife, a club, whatever the case be, doesn't matter. Not just an actual firearm. But of course, that sack of shit, Bill Sites had the audacity to claim it was the Antifa amendment and got them to basically throw it out of the actual piece of legislation is what it was, dude. So, yeah, that's just one of many reasons, by the way, that I hate that motherfucker, dude. He was also involved in the watering down of constitutional carry this past year as well, with the BS Terry Stop stuff and stuff like that is what it is, dude. So, anyway, he was, by the way, Sites was also, just like that sack of shit Stevens, dude, Sites was also very much involved in the watering down of Stand Your Ground to make it so that you can still be civilly lawsuited, which makes it not even Stand Your Ground at all. It makes it Expanded Castle Doctrine. And it's a bunch of shit, dude, that did not get voted through without those kind of BS amendments to it, is what it was. So, but yeah, as I said here, it said, piece of shit Sites will remain House Majority Leader. As per Stevens, who also named John Cross as Assistant Majority Leader. There we go. Right there. Right there. Fucking there's Hoops and there's Ray. James Hoops as Majority Whip and Sarah Ray as Assistant Majority Whip. Jesus fucking, I fucking knew it, dude. So yeah, so literally every fucking person that voted for sack of shit Stevens and something, dude, has some fucking backdoor handshake deal. I'll suck your dick if you suck mine kind of thing going on right now, dude. Seriously, it's a bunch of shit, dude. Like, it is such backdoor criminality, it's not even funny, man, anymore. I'm fucking sick and tired of it, dude. That's why I say fucking kick them all out right now, dude, start fresh. Yeah, as I said here on the back part of this thing, it says, this Jeremy guy said, Hoops seconded Derek Marin's thing for speaker. Sarah Ray voted for Marin for speaker. So yeah, they just backstabbed Derek Marin hardcore, dude, on that one. And not only that, but they backstabbed every single one of their constituents at this point in the state of Ohio. You know, we the people that are their bosses, what it is, dude, for real. So anyway, and then it continues on here. For 16 hours ago, you got this German guy saying there will likely also be a fight over House rules. Marin and his allies want to strip Stevens of a lot of his power as speaker, as it fucking should be, dude. It's fucking bull. Here's the thing. It's absolutely fucking bullshit for any single person. I don't care if it's a fucking Speaker of the House. I don't care if it's a Senate President. I don't care if it's the fucking governor of a goddamn state, dude. No one fucking person should have ultimate fucking power to decide, hey, this is going to come up for votes in the floor, or this isn't going to come up for votes in the floor, or anything else like that, dude, or the Senate, or whatever it's going to be. And that's exactly the kind of crap that Jason Stevens has right now, dude, as Speaker. He is the end-all, be-all of what's going to come up for votes and stuff, dude. So that means, guess what? Bye-bye Second Amendment. Bye-bye anything pro-2A. Bye-bye anything pro-life. Bye-bye anything fucking, any kind of fucking Republican party line thing at this point, dude. Oh, Allison Russo and the baby killers want to fucking put up a bunch of abortion legislation bullshit through the House. Okay, cool. Let's make that happen. Oh, they want to put a bunch of anti-gun shit. Let's make that happen now. I guarantee you, give it 4 to 6 months right now. Sometime in the summer, dude. Sometime in the spring, summer, you're going to see all kinds of bullshit like that go through now, if not faster than that even, dude. And I'm calling it like it is. And if it's not that quickly, it'll be by fucking fall then, dude. You're going to see some BS like that, and you're going to be hearing me scream my fucking head off on this subject again then, dude. Because it's a bunch of crap entirely, dude. And I'll take the fucking fight to them at this point, dude. I'll fucking make myself be known in Columbus at this point, dude. And I'll fucking call them out to their faces at this point, for real. And be like, no, you fucking scumbag criminal piece of shit. You can go fuck yourself, resign from office, bitch. Straight to their fucking face is what it is. So, anyway. Let's see here. Continuing on here, though. As it said, 15 hours ago, after unanimously voting to invite Mike DeWine to give the State of the State and expenses rules, Stevens proposes his leadership slate. Marin and allies yell, point of order. Stevens doesn't recognize them at all. It's fucking disgusting, dude. Absolutely sickening. A little bit after that, Marin is recognized after Stevens' leadership slate is elected 62-34, calls Stevens' refusal to recognize an amendment completely uncalled for and a violation of House rules. Yes, it is, dude. And like I said, it's not only a violation of House rules, it's impeachable offenses at this point, dude. This motherfucker needs to be gone, period. Like, not even impeached, dude, just tossed out entirely. Toss him out as speaker, toss him out as fucking from the entire General Assembly at this point, dude. And vote somebody else in there. Hell, I would say it like this, man, honestly. Go to the people who voted for this motherfucker in the 2022 midterms. Go to that fucking county where his district is, dude. And call on them. Be like, hey, do you still want this fucking piece of shit in office or not? Or do you want a special election now? And I guarantee you, if you have a bunch of vocal supporters, vocal fucking constituents saying, no, we want a new fucking person representing us now. Fuck this fucking guy. There is no chance in hell that you cannot have a new fucking race, dude, at this point. That Frank LaRose himself as Secretary of State can't make that shit happen, dude. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there is absolutely no fucking reason that Jason Stevens should be in office after this shit, dude. After the shit he pulled in the last 24 hours, dude. So, anyway. And it's not even the last 24 hours. It's basically the last month is what it is, dude. Ever since he fucking scumbagged us to get the speakership is what it is, dude. But anyway, continuing on here, this is 15 hours ago still. Said, new House GOP leaders come to the well of the House to be sworn in. Marin and allies don't stand or clap. Good for you, man. Do what needs to be done. In fact, you know what? Go one step further. Walk the fuck out, dude. Walk the fuck out. We don't recognize this shit anymore. Go fuck yourselves. You're not even the part of this fucking state house anymore, dude. We don't recognize your authority. Go fuck yourselves. Simple end of story, dude. And like I said, House rules approved 63-35, with House Democrats joining Stevens and allies to vote yes. And that talks about the Republicans there. And that seems like pretty much the end of the slate then. So yeah, just a bunch of fucking sellouts is what it is. And like I said, I guarantee you, dude, you're going to have even more with that bitch Gail Manning becoming part of Stevens' fucking alliance is what it is, dude, because they're all a bunch of criminals. 100% they're a bunch of criminals, dude. So, anyway. Yeah, it fucking pisses me off beyond belief at this point, dude. It really does. But yeah, as it continues on here, though. Let's see where we're at now. Let's try to go back to that article and finish that then. So it says, where are we at now? Yeah, it said House approved Stevens rules package 63-35. 35 no votes could be serve as a measure going forward for the ongoing influence Marin has in the Republican caucus. Pro-Marin legislators also unsuccessfully failed to hold up the election of Speaker Stevens' Republican leadership team, which includes keeping State Senator Bill Seitz from Cincinnati as majority leader, naming state reps John Cross, Jim Hoops, and Sarah Ray as various leadership roles, with them being assistant House leader, whip, and assistant whip, respectively. It says when Stevens was asked by reporters after the vote why he didn't recognize pro-Marin Republicans, Stevens replied, quote, "It's time for Ohio to get to work. I mean, you can look at the amendments, and it's time for Ohio to get to work." No, what he really means is it's time for a bunch of rhino fucking fuckboys like him to fuck over the constituency is what it is, dude. Which is why you, Jason Stevens, need to be thrown the fuck out of this state. You need to be, seriously, I'm gonna call it right now, dude. This motherfucker not only needs to be tossed out of office, he needs to be run out of this fucking state on the goddamn rails, dude. With people chasing his ass down the fucking road, basically, is what it is, dude. Old school, tar and feathering kind of shit is what I'm talking about, dude, for real. Like, that's what it's coming to right now, dude. And let me tell you, man, if you try to fuck us, bro, that's what it's going to fucking come to, bitch. It's going to come to fucking shit like that again. So, don't even fucking do it, man. Don't even fuck around, or you're going to fucking find out real quick, bitch. And they're going to be people like me doing it, man. It's going to be your own constituency where your fucking district is doing that shit. They're going to be running your ass onto this fucking state on the rails. And like I said, it wouldn't even have to come to that right now if we just had a simple recall election on this motherfucker. If we actually had recall elections at a fucking state level right now, dude, which doesn't happen anymore. Seriously, how hard would that be to just have the Ohio voter base be like, yes, we want to recall people from office now at a state level, dude? We can do it at a county level. That's the problem, though. You can't do it anything above county. You cannot do it at state level, dude. It will be simple as that. Recall these people from office, and we don't have to deal with the shit anymore, dude. You know, or hold special elections as an alternative to that, or whatever the case be. And like I said, Marin people, I don't care if it's Derek Marin himself, I don't care if it's Stolfist, I don't care if it's anybody else for that matter, dude, in the fucking, 35-ish right now of the set of people, dude. Call up his supporter base, dude. Go to his fucking district, for God's sakes, over the fucking next couple months here is what it is, dude. And call on them and be like, hey, start seriously, go down there and start holding actual fucking meetings and stuff like that. Get people to attend them and stuff during, spring, summertime, whatever it is there. And call for his immediate removal, dude, is what it is. Seriously. Hell, if you have to, hold a damn StreamYard call or something like that, dude. Hold a fucking Skype call, for fuck's sakes. Do something, dude. That's what you should be doing, honestly. That'd be a smart thing to do right now, honestly, dude. Or actually not Skype. Do a Zoom meeting or something like that is what it'd be, man. Have like 25 people in there or something like that, and just have people sign up for it, what it is, dude, and be like, okay, how many people want him in office still is what it is. And then you just keep doing that for like several days in a row or whatever, dude. Maybe do them like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes a piece or whatever, dude, if that be the case. Do like several throughout the day or whatever then. And see how many the constituency would actually be voting to oust him at this point, dude. From even being in the fucking state rep role. And that right there, you could easily have a recall election. It wouldn't even come to the whole, we're not the state on the rails kind of thing at that point, dude. So, But yeah, honestly, like, it really is time for politicians to fear shit again is what it is, dude. Fear the constituency again is what it is, dude. And I don't care if it's, peaceable or not at this point, honestly, dude. Like, honestly, we want to keep it peaceable. But, like, if it comes to that point where, like, it's going to be, like, a splashy, like, it might be splashy time pretty soon, honestly, dude. I mean, hell, it's already becoming that way in multiple states right now, dude. I heard Michigan, fucking piece of shit Whitmer is now her cheating ass is now trying to fucking push through a bunch of AWB crap there in Michigan is what it is, dude, for the state of the state the next day or two here is what it is. So, which that alone should be seeing her removed from office now, dude. But anyway. Continues on here and says, yeah, it's a piece of shit Stevens talking about getting to work. So after the vote, Marin and his allies tried to highlight that, in particular, freshman rep Josh Williams, a Toledo, Ohio, Toledo area Republican, was twice ignored by Stevens when he shouted for recognition. I've never seen a member treated so poorly and the rules of the House violated so blatantly, Derek Marin said. Said Marin and his allies have called for stripping Stevens of much of his power as Speaker and instead giving it to the full House GOP caucus, which all should be anyway, dude. Here's the thing. You have 67 people in the fucking House GOP caucus, dude. So you're talking about what you would have is you would have legitimately a 2/3 or more vote. Actually, I think it'd be more like a 3/5 vote at that point. So it'd be like what would it be then? Let me take that now. 10, 20, 30. 40. It would be like 35, 40 people having to vote to do like a 3/5 majority is what it would be. Or actually maybe more than that, maybe like 43, 44, something like that. To actually do like 3/5 voting is what it would be, dude. To actually be like, yeah, we're going to bring this amendment or this, or not this amendment. We're going to bring this piece of legislation or that piece of legislation to the House floor for a vote is what it is, dude. And yes, that's how that should go. Because again, that is how an actual constitutional republic works. It's not fucking one dictator, authoritarian piece of shit having all the power to do everything, dude. It's the caucus itself of over 60 fucking people coming together and being like, okay, we want to put this through or that through or whatever the case be and having actual votes for it is what it is, dude. And that's how it should be anyway. So, anyway. But yeah, continuing on with this, though, it continues on and says, Yeah, so stripping Stevens of the power and giving it to the full caucus instead, the majority of whom support Marin. Their demands including taking away Stevens' ability to pick committee chairs and naming members to key committees. Marin and his supporters also demanded at least 70% of committee assignments and committee leadership positions, which they should get anyway, because again, they're the majority of people, is what it is, dude. As well as control over hiring at least half of the House GOP staffers. Again, that should be that makes sense, honestly, to me, dude, because you're talking about the staff. Why wouldn't you want people that you actually care about to be your fucking aides and stuff like that, dude? I think that's what they're talking about, honestly, with that shit, dude. It's like, yeah, you should be able to hire the fucking staff, is what it is, dude. Because again, if they're representing you and stuff like that, if they're going to be your aides and stuff like that, why shouldn't you have the ability to pick who the fuck your aide is going to be, is what it is, dude? Or your various staffer people that are doing, like, you know, work behind the scenes and shit like that, dude. That's just silly not to have that kind of power, is what it is, dude. Again, that's something you should be granted as a fucking state rep, is what it is, man, for real. Not fucking speaker being like, okay, no, we're going to pick these 50 people over here that I all have fucking connections to because they're my family members and extended fucking cousins and shit like that. I'm going to give fucking a whole bunch of jobs to and do a whole bunch of fucking, what the hell is that term called now? Narcissism. Wait, not narcissism. Nepotism. That's what it is. Yeah, fucking nepotism bullshit to give fucking family members a bunch of fucking handouts, is what it is, dude. Nah, fuck that, dude. Allow them to pick their own staff and stuff like that. So, anyway, continues on here and says, other proposed rules amendments unsuccessfully sought by Marin Republicans would have, among other things, allowed guns on the House floor and required each session day to begin with a Christian prayer, according to copies of the amendment seen by the Cleveland.com/plain dealer, which again, this right here, where is that now? Yeah, allowing firearms onto the House floor makes sense, honestly, because again, if you actually look back at what created that whole legislation to begin with decades back, is what it was, dude. It was back in the 1960s. You could thank the Black Panthers bitch asses for this one, dude, and some fucking douchebag Democrat back then in the California State House, I forget his name was offhand. But basically what happened was you had a bunch of Black Panthers do some fucking stupid ass stage bullshit in like 1966 or 7 or whatever the hell it was then, which led directly to 68 Gun Control Act, is what it was then. And you had these dumbasses walk into a California state house with a bunch of shotguns and then immediately hand them over to cops that were inside the state house at the time or whatever. And then you had some fucking ass clown Democrat that was in the California state house at the time or whatever who freaked the fuck out about it, went on to bitch and moan about, like, this is why we need to ban guns from ever being part of this fucking state house or whatever the case be. And then that basically led the snowball roll like California usually does with the whole other politics stuff or whatever the case be, dude. Or not, I'm sorry, not politics. The California policies into other states, you know, the actual little thing I'm putting up right now here. California politics, other states, you know, where it's shit that happens in California usually happens in other states. That's what it is then, dude. If they're passing a bunch of unconstitutional crap, is what it is. And that's what they did then. You had a bunch of states, including Ohio, who in the 70s or so stopped allowing firearms to be in our house, in our state house, is what it is, dude. Which is unconstitutional, by the way, because again, why should I have to disarm myself in a shithole like Columbus and not be allowed to go in armed, dude, is what it is. Yeah, it's a bunch of crap, dude, entirely. And then, of course, you had some stupid cunts bitching and moaning about, like, oh, other places are done this way or whatever, and why should they be exempt from this or whatever the case be? In fact, I'm going to see if I can find that right now. Yeah, I called out that bitch Abduli over the fucking whole thing, dude. Let's see, that's not it. Sorry, I'm trying to find this real quick. Yeah, this is what Brian Stewart said a few hours back, and then I responded back to him and the other person then. So it was that Anna Shiver chick saying, rules fight was quick and controversial. Speaker Stevens didn't allow any debate of amendments on the election of House GOP leadership or House rules. 35 members of the caucus voted no and objected loudly to the lack of debate. Representative Brian Stewart, who's one of Marin's guys, Said rules adopted today take away Ohio House members' ability to have any meaningful role in the committee process by prohibiting even the offering of amendments. It's a slap in the face to the constituents we serve. To not even allow a debate on those rules is shameful and weak. And I said it's time for Jason Stevens to be removed from office entirely, along with every Democrat, starting with Allison Russo, who's taken bribes on camera from anti-gunners in May of 2021 House Oversight Committee hearing, and Casey Weinstein, who committed hits on himself in September 2019. And that's what needs to happen right now, seriously, man. Kick those fuckers out of office entirely, dude. And then, of course, you had, this is me responding back to that fucking cocksucker Casey Weinstein, who was bitching and moaning and saying, one of Marin's camp proposed rules to ban any opening session prayer that isn't Christian. How incredibly anti-American. To which my response was, America's Constitution was based on Christianity, you dumbass. You might actually know this if you ever actually read the U.S. Constitution instead of breaking it every chance you get, you anti-gunner, baby-killing piece of shit. I would have called him a fucking cunt, too, but you can't actually say those phrases on Twitter. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm going to call it to you right now. To your face, Casey Weinstein. You're an anti-gunner, baby-killing fucking cunt. You fucking cunt. I really want to call that guy a fucking cunt to his face, dude. I really want to just walk up to Casey Weinstein, turn him around and be like, fuck you, you fucking cunt. And then just walk away. He'd be like, what the hell was that? That would be the founder of Ohio Patriot Education Network calling you a fucking cunt, dude. That's what that was. Oh, no, sorry. Calling you a fucking cunt. There's a difference. Because I'm not just going to call you a cunt. I'm going to call you a fucking cunt. Because you are, dude. You're a weak pussy, buddy. You're a fucking hate-hoaxing sack of shit, motherfucker. So, anyway. Oh, yeah, here's the thing that I was talking about earlier. Sorry. Doing the wrong one here. It was this woman here saying, why not allow guns in the Ohio House? The rest of us Ohioans have to spend our days worried about who has a gun in our stores, schools, churches, streets, etc. Why should those irresponsible GOP reps be safer than regular citizens? And my response to her was, like most state houses in America, the anti-gunner rule comes from the 1960s piece of legislation put forth by a Democrat from California. Dumb bitch. 19th Amendment was a partial mistake. 100%, dude, for people like that woman, Bonnie. So, just like that one psycho chick who was in, there was a hearing yesterday, I forget which suburb it was of Chicago, but it was basically them talking to the sheriff and stuff like that. And it was some psycho fucking leftist cunt nutter who was wearing a Regulate Guns t-shirt that had a fucking uterus on it. And had like the sides of her head all shaven and looked like a dude basically, and was bitching about like, and this is why the sheriff needs to do his job and grab guns. It's like, how about you go fuck off and stop trying to steal people's legal right to keep and bear arms, you dumb bitch. Like, this is exactly where we're going to lead the fucking civil war in this country, dude, very soon, I believe, in the next, I would say 6 months to a year at this point, honestly, dude. If it's not that short, it's going to be like in the next 2 to 3, honestly, I believe, by like 2024, 2025, somewhere in there. So, or I should say into 2024, into early 2025, maybe 2026 at most or whatever. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a fracturing in this country, I believe. We're already starting to see the riffles of it is what it is, dude. So, but anywho, let's see where we're at now. So yeah, we're talking about the them possibly allowing guns and stuff like that and doing Christian prayers only. It said, which were not adopted, obviously. It said rules adopted on Tuesday preserve the immense power that has been given in the past to House speakers over things such as deciding which bills will be voted out of committee or voted out of the House. They also gave House Democrats slightly more representation on House committees and allow Minority Leader Allison Russo, a Columbus-based Democrat, to pick members of special subcommittees. Fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that fucking cunt. Again, investigate Stevens, investigate Russo, arrest these fucking cocksuckers already, dude, and be done with it. I'm so sick of this shit. I was going to say, I swear to God, if I'm arrested, I'll tell you what it's for, but I'm not going to say what it'd be for. Because they might try to pre-arrest me for it, is what it is, man. But now I'd be to somebody. So hang on, my signal's going wacky now. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the other side here, and we'll finish off the rest of this article then. Yeah, giving fucking shit to piece of shit cunt Allison Russo is ridiculous, dude. So another change gives Speaker and Minority Leader the power to fill House seats vacated by members of the respective parties. Fuck that shit, dude. Said previously such appointments were up to Republican and Democrat caucuses. It shouldn't even be that, dude. Sorry, bro. If you have a person leaving the fucking state house, it shouldn't be by appointment at all, dude. It should be, hey, here's a special election in this fucking district. Now you have people signing up to actually be the representative at this point, dude. It ain't no fucking, oh, you're going to appoint whoever, here's what it is. Fuck that shit, dude. So what that really means is any Republican that leaves the state house in the next 2 years now is going to be some fucking statist bitch appointee of that fucker Jason Stevens. Or if it's some fucking Democrat leaving, it's going to be some fucking even worse Democrat coming in. That's a fucking pick by that bitch Allison Russo is what it'll be, dude. Fuck all that crap entirely, dude. Fuck these people. Investigate and arrest, dude. Investigate and arrest. And I mean that seriously. I'm talking to you, Ohio State Police. I'm talking to you, Ohio sheriffs across every 88 counties right now. No, sorry, 87 counties, because fuck you, Charmaine McGuffey. You shouldn't even be a sheriff of Hamilton County right now, you old fucking Bloomberg bitch. Actually, the 87 should also be arresting Charmaine McGuffey right now, dude, for real. So, anyways. Yeah, it said Russo told reporters that under the new rules, no House members will be forced to vote on an amendment or substitute bill they haven't previously seen. Quote, we think this is a win for the public and increased transparency, making sure that members have enough time to properly consider some of these changes to the legislation, Russo said. You're such a lying fucking cunt, lady. Said Russo sidestepped questions about Republican infighting. We as Democrats are used to working across the aisle and working with people that we disagree with to get things done, and we will continue to do business as usual. Oh, you mean like killing kids in the womb? You mean like fucking trying to take people's gun rights, you fucking cunt? You fucking demon crossroads piece of shit? You mean like that, Allison Russo? You mean like taking bribe? You mean like business as usual? You taking another fucking bribe, a big fat fucking envelope full of cash from Mom's the Man Action on fucking camera again, you fucking piece of shit? Is that what you're talking about, business as usual? You're talking about the corruption in both major parties, you fucking bitch? I think that's what you're talking about, Allison Russo, you fucking dick. You fucking... Can't even say words. So angry. There are words I want to use. There are words I want to use, but I might get a strike, and I don't want to do that right now. But it starts with D and ends with E, man. So, just like for Jason Stevens, it starts with F and ends with T. And you guys know what I'm talking about with that one, man. So, anywho. Let's see where we're at here now. Said, well, both Stevens and Marin are conservatives. Stevens is not conservative, dude. So Democrats said they backed Stevens for speaker because they were worried about Marin's more conservative agenda on issues such as tax cuts, labor issues, school vouchers, meaning not having kids in public fucking indoctrination, and raising the threshold to pass the state constitution amendments. How it should be, dude. It should be a 3/5 majority. It shouldn't be fucking 50% plus one vote bullshit, dude. It should be 60%. So some Republicans also accused Marin of not doing enough to win over Stevens supporters after Marin won the November caucus vote. So prior to Tuesday's session, Marin and his backers, who together make up about 2/3 of the 67 Republicans in the House, elected Marin as chair of the House Republican caucus. Stevens and his 21 supporters were invited to the meeting but did not attend it. Stevens, however, told reporters that he's the leader of the House Republicans. No, you're not, you fucking dickless rhino. So despite what Marin claims, yes, that runs through the speaker, Stevens said, when asked if the House's GOP campaign arm would be headed by him. except it's not, you fucking worthless asshole rhino. Said since Stevens was elected to Speaker on January 3rd, he has worked to unite Republican caucus behind him. No, he didn't. Said Stevens' picks for committee chairs, which do not require approval from all the full House, include 14 Republicans who voted for Marin and 13 Stevens supporters. Marin himself, that was demoted from the chair of the House Ways and Means Committee to now vice chair. So, however, some Republicans pointedly refused to applaud while new Republican House leadership slate was ceremonially sworn in with new rules. Among them was State Rep Gary Click, who heckled the group from his seat. A lot of unity there. Is that unity? It's not unity, Click said. Oh, wait, so even okay, so, huh. So, okay, this is what's fucked up to me, though, right? So you had Gary Click vote for the House rules bullshit, right? So he scumbag Marin on that one, but yet then he was all like, no, this is fucking bullshit unity, dude. It's not bullshit. It's not unity. So I don't know how I feel about Click now, dude. You know, I gave him shit earlier in the episode, but now I'm kind of like, do I like him again? or do I just kind of like tolerate him again? Is what it is at this point, dude. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. I still think he's a scumbag, honestly, dude. I really do. Maybe he's a scumbag to his own right is what it is, man, you know? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It's hard to say, man. But anyway. Let's see. Continuing on here, though. Oh, no, I guess that was it. Okay, we'll talk about the Householder trial then here for a couple minutes, and then we're going to finish this up. Then we're almost over an hour in now. So this is a bunch of stuff going on Twitter here earlier that was Ohio House was the one that was trending at the time. Oops, grab the wrong thing to present. Grab my settings instead of my actual presenting thing. This is one of the things that popped up here. It said, once one of Ohio's most powerful politicians, which I spelled politician wrong, by the way, it says former Ohio House Speaker Larry Householder's trial began today in Cincinnati, accused of bribery scheme in league with First Energy Corporation and former PUC Ohio Chair Sam Randazzo. So, yeah, Householder is just a piece of crap in general, dude. That's what I'm saying, though. My biggest problem is if you're going to throw people like Householder out of office for bribery scandal stuff, dude, why isn't Allison Russo being tossed the fuck out because of the same reason, dude? When she's literally taking fucking bribes on camera. In the fucking State House, for God's sakes, 2 years ago. It's like, goddamn, dude. Like, how much more do I have to show you people? Do I have to show you an actual open envelope with cash falling out of it into her fucking hand for you to investigate the fucking shit? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Investigate the fucking envelope. Investigate Envelope Gate. Seriously, man. Envelope Gate, May 2021. Let's get that fucking trending, people. Actually, I might start that trend now I'm thinking about it. Just be like, Russo Envelope Gate and see what comes back. So, anyway. But yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous, dude. Oh, actually, speaking of how Jason Stevens is just as much of a criminal as Larry Householder was, by the way. This is a pretty good one here that somebody put up earlier. A close advisor to former GOP Ohio House Speaker Larry Householder, whose criminal trial began Monday, will testify against his former boss, new court filings show. But there was also another person who is now going to be the fucking GOP chair people or whatever, dude. I do like that one, actually. Ron Ferguson, one of the new guys, says since Ohio House session started at 2:03 p.m. instead of 2 p.m., as it was scheduled, it should not stand. Yeah. Yeah, farewell to Brian Baldridge, who's been appointed director of Ohio Department of Agriculture. That's another thing, too, by the way. So that means that basically Jason Stevens, because Brian Baldridge is leaving, already gets a fucking pick to appoint somebody in that position, dude. I'll tell you what, if I was in Brian Baldridge's district right now, I'd be demanding a new race at this point, dude. Anybody that ran against him in the primary should be in that fucking position right now, dude. 100%. 100%. If there's more than one challenger, that 2, 3, 4 people, whatever the hell it was, dude, should be running again for that seat then in a new fucking election. Enough is enough of this fucking shady handshake backdoor deal bullshit, dude, that's going on. The corruption of Ohio right now from both major parties. But yeah, I swear there was one in here about people here. So we had Court TV. It said back in the day when we were a competitive state, some indictment like this with the lobbyist and former chairman of the Ohio Republican Party, this would have been an earthquake. Now it's barely a ripple with the householder bribery scandal. And then we got FBI agent who oversaw largest public corruption case in Ohio history said a tip from an unnamed concerned individual led to the arrest of Larry Householder. Oh, we all know who that fucking unnamed individual was, dude. It was fucking Mike DeWine, dude. That's who it was. It was Mike DeWine picking up the phone, dropping the diamond Householder, because shocker, Householder was actually going to pass a better version of Stand Your Ground / constitutional carry legitimately days before he was arrested. And he never got to actually do it because it was going to be like the day or two after he was arrested that was going to go through the fucking voting process and stuff like that. So yeah, there ain't no way that DeWine didn't fucking flip state's evidence and shit like that to fucking get himself off the hook is what it was, dude, and fuck Householder over and take the fucking be the what do you call those now? The scapegoat is what it would have been then. So anyway. But yeah. Let's see. This one said, tell that to Republicans in the Ohio House who just traded that bill and the backpack bill and made a deal with Democrats. Let's see what this one is now. Resolution to conjure Republicans. Speaker Stevens. Okay, that was the thing from back in the day. So I got to know what this chick's talking about actually right here and see if there's any more to that. What was she actually referring to with the Jim Jordan tweet? Replying to Jim Jordan there. There is any more to that? Oh, Jim Jordan say America's pro. Oh, okay. Oh, man, that's fucked up. So you had rhinos in the Ohio State House trade a pro-life bill and the backpack bill to allow school vouchers and stuff like that, and fucking made deals with Democrats to fuck both those over, dude. I swear to fucking God, if they try to pass abortion legislation, it's fucking game on, dude. It's fucking 1776 2.0 in this fucking state at that point. Ain't no way you're fucking killing kids in the state, dude. Ever again. All right, let's see here now. That's not what I was talking about. I swear to God, there's one here that I can't seem to find there right now. Oh, yeah, this is the people that were like barely clapping for the douchebags and the thing. Yeah, chick said, meanwhile, in the Ohio State House, a whole mess, despite GOP having a supermajority. It really is two parties. Yeah, it's three parties now, dude. You have three parties in the House right now, dude. You have Democrats. You have Democrat Light, aka the fucking 20-something rhinos is what it is, dude. And you have the actual Republican Party now is what it is. So you have 32 Dems, 20-something Democrat Light motherfuckers, aka rhinos, and then you have 30 plus fucking actual Republicans is what it is, dude. Like 40-something Republicans, I believe is what it's close to now. Or at least it was to begin with, actually. But now it's more like about 50-50 rhinos and actual Republicans, and again, that give a shit about life and guns and everything else like that then. So, anyways. Yeah, I can't fucking find the thing I was trying to find here earlier. Yeah. Of course, this dumbass Democrat guy is fucking jerking off Allison Russo at this point. When asked about Ohio GOP infighting, Allison Russo responded, we as Democrats are used to working across the aisle and working with people that we disagree with to get things done, and will continue to do business as usual. What a response. Yeah, a response from an anti-gun, baby-killing piece of shit who's literally taking bribes from moms to man action on camera. Yeah, fucking great response. Business as usual. Take more bribes, Allison Russo. You fucking piece of shit Democrat. Fucking baby-killing cunt. Fucking gender transitioning piece of shit. Trying to gender transition a bunch of children, you sick fuck. Let's see. Okay, that was the thing about the bribery scandal and it being the fucking money being a loan. Yes, Bruce Guy said it correct. Said, too bad we have cowards masquerading as Republicans in Ohio who won't enact backpack bill into law to give parents educational choice. Speaker Stevens and his Democrat allies in Ohio House are the issue, along with fake Republican Mike DeWine. Yep, exactly, dude. That's what Kim Reynolds said. Said when equity is everything that we hear, it truly baffles me that those who fight so hard for it are the same ones who are so strongly opposed to parental choice. What could be more fair than supporting every Iowa student equally? Exactly, dude. So, by the way, these Warren County Dems were assholes who were trying to follow me under the network moniker on Twitter a while ago. I actually blocked them for doing so because I knew that they were going to use my shit to try to fucking pull bullshit like they pulled against Sarah Fowler Arthur here, calling her a Holocaust denier and stuff like that. Like that. By the way, Sarah now has a good lawsuit against these fuckers, dude, because they're calling her a Holocaust denier when she's not, dude. She's simply talking about different perspectives of the act of actually what was going on during that time is what it was, dude. So yeah, it's fucking disgusting. And of course they use the stupid bitch Kathy's fucking thing there. Let's see here now. Of course, this douchebag Democrat Maria said, today, former Ohio House Speaker and former Ohio Republican Party Chair are finally being tried for selling our state for bribes from energy corporations, dark money groups, and still to this day are getting BS laws passed. To let the Democrat Party's doing the same fucking thing, you assholes. So, and of course, these douchebags are talking about fossil fuels as green energy and stuff like that and trying to shit talk everybody is what it is. I'm so sick and tired of the Democrat Party in this fucking state. I really am, dude. Oh, and shocker, there you got black supremacist Tavia Golonsky. By the way, this bitch tried to defund the cops, and then, on the same vein of things on that one, set back and tried to stop Ohioans from getting constitutional carry, dude. And meanwhile, tried to throw through a bunch of Bloomberg created amendments to it to shove universal background checks and red flag laws into constitutional carry bill, dude. Which, by the way, did not happen because people were like, no, fuck that. It's not happening, bitch. And it was basically table, lay upon the table is what it's called. And they voted it down basically easily. Yeah, I'm still trying to find that one, but it's not seeming to be coming up now, though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not popping up in here for some reason now. I don't know why it's not doing so. Okay, that's where we're going. We're going further down now. This is about where it should be then, somewhere in here then. Yeah, there's this bitch Abduli who shouldn't even be in a part of our state house right now, dude. I called her ass out on that shit earlier too, by the way. And somebody said Ohio looks like a DC swamp as states across the country are fighting for life. A small number of Ohio House Republicans made a deal with Democrats selling out the pro-life movement. Mm-hmm. And there's stupid cunt Allison Russo talking to a bunch of fucking reporters at the time. The fact that this guy directly next to her wasn't punching her ass out is everything wrong with the state right now, dude. I'm gonna say it like it is. Let's see. People are trying to say that Jim Jordan's a criminal like Householder. Good luck with that, douchebags. So, all right, that's Brian Stewart saying some stuff. All right, where are we at now? I actually called this guy out because he was talking about people in the GOP should be arrested, and I was like, Democrats should be too, jerk ass. Oh, here we go. This is what I was talking about here. Yeah. It says, in case you're keeping track, 2 of the last 3 Ohio House speakers were investigated by FBI. One is currently on trial being Householder. Newest one, Jason Stevens, just hired a policy director whose communications were subpoenaed as part of Householder's trial. So yeah, keep it criminal. Keep it criminal, Stevens. Why don't you? Dude, I really want Jason Stevens to be arrested at this point for various bribery shit as well. Like, I really want him to go down hard. And I want Alice Russo and the Democrat Party to go down with him at this point, dude. And a bunch of other fucking rhinos like Bill Seitz to go down with them on top of that, man. And it's basically just die, motherfuckers. So, and you got this Daryl Rowland guy who's a fucking turd burglar. And then some dude. This guy is supposed to be some reporter, but he's legitimately a fucking fake news mainstream media cocksucker is what it is, dude. Actually, the only good reporter is Jack Windsor here. That dude's actually a decent reporter, legitimately. So, yeah, he said, be a fly on the wall of the Ohio House Republican caucus today. And that was about 17 hours ago he said that. So that'd be sometime yesterday afternoon. So, yep, got State Rep Jennifer Gross a few days ago saying, add me as an Ohio House rep. Warp speed sub inverter, I was called, and still I am called, an anti-vaxxer loon. Chair of the Ohio Health Committee and the Ohio Speaker removed me from the Ohio Health Committee. I asked the ODH and governor about natural immunity in January 2021. That's fucked up, dude. That's real fucked up right there, man. Let's see, on the 19th, she also said we voted yes in Ohio House twice. In the last 2 years, nothing happened after it left the House until it was used as a carrot to get us to vote yes on the unvetted bill, was pushed in lame duck. For 2 solid years, I was told we must follow the process until we don't. And this is what DeSantis said in Florida, girls are going to play girls sports and boys are going to play boys sports. So what she's actually talking about is no trans kids and fucking girl sports is what it is, dude. So that picture right there is exactly why I hate the fucking Democrat Party in a nutshell, dude. Abortion is not healthcare. Abortion is fucking murder of human children, you sick fucks. In fact, I'm going to call him out on that one, dude. I'm sure they'll probably respond back to that because knowing them, they probably fucking would. So, I like this Dave guy. I like this Dave guy's impression here. Maybe an entirely ineffective Ohio House will be a blessing. Like I said, dude, I hope they get nothing done at all in the next 2 years. I hope literally nothing happens for 2 years now in the State House. Because it would set me up perfectly to primary somebody out right now. It would set up my possible 2026 governor's run very much, dude. And it would allow me and other people that are actually pro 2A and pro life and everything else like that in this state to finally take back our State House once and for all, is what it would be, man. So, anyway. Of course, you had Frank LaRose yesterday talking about voter ID laws here, which, by the way, is something that is definitely needed. Even if LaRose had the goddamn balls, he would investigate Sherrod Brown's 2018 cheat to get back into the U.S. Senate, but he never has because he's a fucking pussy. And it would mean actually doing real work. It would mean actually doing real work as a fucking Secretary of State then. But no, he's going to do the least amount of work possible, and then most likely himself try to run for governor in 2026 would be my guess right now. So keep waiting, Magnum, because it's not going to happen. It's not. They'll probably be like 30th when it's all said and done, man, if even that high. So yeah, we've seen the fuckery from Florida, man, when it comes to their state house and state senate and stuff like that. Where it was, I believe last year, you had a state senator who was literally having his aide throw away fucking petitions by like, I want to say it was like 100,000 plus people from the Florida gun owners people and stuff like that. So yeah, Nebraska will probably get it done here in the next few weeks whenever their session starts. I'm not sure if they're going in. I'm not sure if they're in session right now, or if they're going to be in session at some point here in the future. Is what it is. Actually, let me go look it up right now. Actually, and see what's up right now, because I know they have like, I think it's 90 days or something like that. So let's go ahead and look up Nebraska while we're here talking about stuff, since we kind of need a little bit of a break, man, from the monotony is what it is in the state of Ohio right now. I kind of want to see what's Nebraska session 2023. All right, let's see here. So we got the session here. That's popping up. Question is, where is it actually starting here? Let's see. So we got a holiday, recess. So it looks like it might be in session right now, actually. So this is their tentative session for 2023 right now. There's a recess on February 6th, 17th, holiday on the 20th, a recess on the 27th. Let's see, recess on March 10th, 17th, 20th, and 27th. April 7th, April 10th, April 21st, April 24th, and a holiday on April 28th. And then a bunch of other stuff there. Okay, so we got legislative recess days would be those days. State and federal holidays. So you got Martin Luther King Day, which already happened, President's Day, Arbor Day, and Memorial Day. So looks like that's pretty much their schedule then for the next 6 months or so is what it'll be. But anyway, let's see what their legislative calendar thing looks like here. Okay, so they technically have started their session as of the 2nd of this year. So let's see, we got day 70, 108th legislative for session. And then it's 73, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. Okay, so where are we at now? We're at the 25th right now. So we're at day 85 of the Nebraska 108th legislative session. And then that'll be, today is the last day for them because they don't meet on Fridays apparently. Okay, I see how they do it now. So it's either they go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And it's every other week then. So you got the first week was starting on a Tuesday, ending on a Friday. The second week was starting on a Monday, ending on a Thursday, and so forth and so on. So we're now, today would be the last day for this week for them to do anything. And then the next day would be the 30th and the 31st to get anything done there. And then it goes from there is what it'll be then. So let's go ahead and see if they've introduced anything yet into there. Actually, let me go ahead and go to Legiscan on this one, and we'll see if they have anything on legiscan.com for that, because they should, if there's anything introduced there in Nebraska or not. So let me grab up good old legiscan.com here, grab a drink while I'm at it right now. There's our dashboard thing. So we got, let's see, Nebraska. Adopt the Medical Cannabis Act was introduced yesterday. We got decriminalized use of and possession of marijuana. Redefine a term under Nebraska Broadband Bridge Act. So let's go ahead and see what all was introduced here. So let's see. Got change provisions relating to ballots for early voting under the Election Act. Adopt interstate massage compact. I've actually heard about that before. I think we're actually doing that here too. I think we actually passed it here already, is what it is. Basically, that would be, it's kind of a weird piece of legislation. What it basically is you have people who are like massage therapists and stuff like that, or similar things like cupping and whatnot. If they have a license in one state, they can basically go practice in any state, is what it is, without having to go pay like more money and get more licensing fees and shit like that in other states, is what it would be then. So if you're like some person from Ohio that's like moving to Nebraska or something like that, you can technically like still use your Ohio license until it expires, is what it is, instead of having to go get a Nebraska one. Then is what it would be then. So it's a good thing, honestly, because it allows for, governments not tax you to death, basically, is what it is, dude. So anyway. We got change and provide exemptions for natural hair braiding and natural hair styling. Who the fuck wastes time with shit like that, dude? Come on now. I guarantee that's Democrats, dude. I guarantee that's fucking Democrat people in their state house there. It says nonpartisan, but Kathleen Kruth, who was a state senator there. What was Kathleen Kruth before that, though? Party affiliate wise. Okay, Clemens Republican Party. Okay, well, I don't know. It's hard to say that, man. Either way, like, really, you're gonna waste your time. She's a brand new state senator, is what it is, dude. She might have been in the state house before that, if that were the case. I don't know. I don't pay attention enough to the other states, is what it is. But yeah, you're really gonna waste time with legislation like that. Come on, lady. Come on. It's just silly. It's just stupid, is what it is. Just wasting everybody's time on that one. Let's see. If you're gonna do shit like that, dude, like, take it to a county vote or something like that, for God's sakes. Let's see. We're right now. Change provisions relating to taxation, Social Security benefits, adopt investment, adopt Sports and Spaces Act, adopt the Let Them Grow Act. Ooh, is that weed? Is that weed? I think it's weed. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't actually give a thing for it there, but it's also by that Kathleen Kruth woman, so probably. Let's see. Is there any Pro 2A stuff in here? Let's look up guns. Usually it won't come up guns, it'll come up firearms or whatever. Okay, that was... Let's see. Prohibit possession of deadly weapons in the state capitol or on state capitol grounds. Of course, they're trying to do that shit. Let's see here. It's by some other person named Macha Angela Kavanaugh. I think it's her pronounce her name. Something like that. Sounds like a foreigner. Sounds like a foreigner who hates the 2A, man, is what it is. So, let's see. Prohibit assault on a public transportation driver and clarify provisions relating to assault on officers, emergency, Adopt the Suicide Risk Prevention Order Act. Oh, God, this is red flag shit. I can tell you that right now, dude. There's no way this is not red flag crap under a different name, by Jane Ray Blonde, or Bald, something like that. Yeah, Suicide Risk Prevention Order Act. Dude, I gotta see what that shit even is. Yep, filing for an extremist protection order is the first thing that pops up there, dude. So that's what that is. It's a literal ERPO and a different name, dude. It's another red flag crap. Fuck these people, dude. Seriously. If, like I said, when it comes to auto DQs, that's the kind of shit that should get thrown out of office immediately. Shit like that right there, man. 100%. That Jane woman should not even be in office anymore after that kind of crap, dude. So, anyway. Let's see. Changes dollar amount thresholds for criminal penalty classifications. Provide the carrying of concealed handguns without a permit. Change provisions relating to the concealed weapons, and prohibit certain regulations of weapons by cities, villages, and counties, by Mr. Brewer. So that's going to be the 26th here. It's going to be a hearing on the 26th at 1:30 p.m. for that. Cool. So they got their constitutional carry in there already then, by good old Tom Brewer there. Yep, it's going to be going to a, where's that here now? Should have said there on the thing. Let me go back on that for a minute now. Yeah, it'll be a hearing tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. It says AM 57 filed for Brewer there. So let's go ahead and check the text on that. Just to confirm it is constitutional carry. Should be the same exact one he introduced last year. Yep, looks like constitutional carry. Yep, cutting out all the stuff about not being able to carry without a license. Yep. All right, looks good, man. So, cool. While we're here, since we're actually doing different states, let's go ahead and go to Ohio. See if anything new has been introduced since the last time I checked. Okay, when you look up guns, that's what pops up for the thing is Department of Education renaming. Yeah, man. So, all right, let's see. It looks like they did. Oh, okay. They did start doing stuff yesterday. This is it looks like House resolutions, not House bills, though. So you got all the Senate shit there from the 23rd. It looks like. Okay, so there was a bunch of stuff introduced on the 18th. A couple more things introduced on the 23rd. None of it's 2A, really, it looks like. So you got operating a vehicle, watercraft under weed influence, honoring some kid. Let's see, education records, student data privacy, honoring Ridgid on its 100th anniversary. Physician assistant licensing compact is what they're trying to create here with SB 28. See, honoring Minister High School girls cross country team on winning 2022 Division III state championship. Honoring Allegheny County on its 175th anniversary. Ratify interstate teacher mobility compact. Regards real estate property foreclosures. And then we got some resolutions. We got HR 10, which says pass on it, which is relative to the election of the majority's House floor. Assistant majority leader House. Okay, so it was basically them doing the House leadership team is what it was yesterday. So that was the one that scumbag Stevens did. And we got a relative travel allowance, which is also fucking adopted and passed. And then we got a HCR3 authorizing a joint convention of the Ohio General Assembly for the purpose of receiving a message from the governor and calling for a committee to wait upon the governor in anticipation of his State of the State address, which has now been adopted, apparently. So, yeah, that's basically all the shit they did for the House yesterday is what it was. So, makes sense. So, they haven't actually done like HB 1 or 2 or 10 or whatever the case be yet. So, I guess that's good in some extent because most likely they won't be in office today because of the coming weather system and stuff like that. Hopefully, it'll hit them as well down in Columbus area there. But, yeah, I don't know, man. There is a fucking pit in my stomach right now that just, oh man. I feel like the fight's ahead and I just don't feel like I have it in me to fight anymore, man. That's what it is. I feel like jumping to the anti-gunner side just for the money at this point, to be honest with you, because they pay better is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Not that I ever would, honestly, but like, because I would totally like secretly be funding like the pro-2A movement with the anti-gun money they're giving me is what it is. But no, I think I've already made myself too much of a target at this point for them to know like my past is what it is then. So let's see here what we got now. So the problem with Louisiana, and I've talked about this before actually on this channel. The issue there was about, I think it was like a year or so ago. I know it was longer than that. It was 2021. Yeah, it was 2021. That's what it was. It was after Texas had passed theirs and became the 21st state in 2021, which, by the way, Greg Abbott should have ran on that for governor for a third term, being like, yeah, we were 21 and 21, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, DeWine could have totally done that if he had done 22 and 22, but he's a fucking idiot. He didn't do it. That's what Brian Kemp should have been running on, actually, for governor's re-election. Should have been Georgia's 22 and 22, baby. Every state rep should have been doing the same thing at that point. But anyway. But yeah, the thing with Louisiana was you had a bunch of people who were yes votes to begin with. I forget exactly what their names were. It was a few state reps, state senators, and stuff like that, like 5 or 6 of these people. And then as soon as they basically got kickbacks from various fucking giant corporations and stuff like that to be a no vote, they became no votes, is what it was. And they should all be legitimately removed from office and charged with high treason, is what it is. And I'm not sure if they got voted out of office or not yet, but they need to be, is what it is. I don't know if I think Louisiana is one of those weird states where it only does things like every mid elections, is what it is, though it's like this year will be their election cycle then. And the thing of it is, they have the chance to actually flip from a Democrat to a Republican now because John Bell Edwards is term limited out of the Louisiana governorship now. And you could easily have somebody else come in that's a Republican or even like a moderate fucking, like independent person or something like that actually cares about like 2A rights and stuff like that or constitutional rights or whatever. And they could basically take over that role and at least get the ball rolling then by the end of the year is what it would be to have, or maybe at the beginning of, not the end of this year, but like the beginning of next year is what I'm saying actually. And then actually have something happen in like 2024 for them if that be the case then. But you'd also have to have new General Assembly members also being elected then as well to get it passed through as well on that one to the governor's desk. So there's a chance it's just going to be probably another good year or so before it happens. So it'll be then. So I don't look forward to happening in 2023 here. I think it's going to have to happen after Edwards is actually thrown out of office, is what it is, to determine what it ends up being. So, but yeah, it'd be nice to see Louisiana on that list. The real problem again with Louisiana goes back to just like here in Ohio or any other state for that matter. Actually, Pennsylvania's a better example. When you got Pittsburgh and Philly controlling Pennsylvania for the most part there, that's their issue right now when it comes to stuff. And the issue really comes down to being the fact that, sorry, I got to check something because I'm not sure exactly how much time I have left on my thing right now. I put up a 8-hour shield like a while ago in the game that I play, and I'm not sure if it's been 8 hours yet or not. And I want to make sure that I don't get fucked over here in a little bit because I'm actually in the one season region right now that if I actually let the shit drop, I'm probably going to get attacked and get my shit fucking zeroed out, which is not good. So don't want to have that happen with a bunch of pay to wins and me wasting a year of my life and my time and stuff like that playing this game for nothing. But anyway, like I was saying though, when it comes to Louisiana, just like PA and stuff like that, they're controlled by these major cities. What it is, like Louisiana is specifically controlled by New Orleans area. And the worst part is, it's like you have all these swamp people, like Troy Landry and people like that. Is what it is. Okay, I still have a couple hours left on that. Cool. But yeah, people like Troy Landry out there and stuff like that, the gator hunters and all those people like that, they're also doing like snake hunting now and stuff. They actually are out there that would need to be, concealed carrying or constitutionally carrying or whatever, just based on where the fuck they're at, because they got big old gators and shit out there or any kinds of crazy wild animals and stuff like that. They might have to choose what it is. Whereas meanwhile, in the major cities and stuff, or the major city of New Orleans and stuff, it's not really an issue of, 4-legged creatures. It's more like 2-legged creatures is what it is. But even still, when you got, people, you got different like hurricane cells like Katrina and stuff like that always coming through and shit, it might be bringing gators to your front door and stuff, dude. So again, you need to be carrying because of that is what it is. So, but yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. That actually should be illegal in all 50 states right now, like actual felony charges illegal because it's supposed to be by the voters, as far as I'm aware, in all states in this country. That being said, I've called it up before in the old Oathbreaker series where you had my county reps here, Richard Regula, Bill Smith, and Janet Ware Cretin, who all gave themselves an illegal $10,000 raise about 3.5 years ago or so, give or take, back in like the end of 2019 or so. And that should have gone to Stark County voters is what it is. So, and none of them were arrested for that stuff. And that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it's the real issue comes down to being, it's not even that you have corruption in one major party or the other in the state of Ohio. It's every party in the state of Ohio that's a major party. It's Republicans and Democrats both at every fucking level. It doesn't matter if it's state level. It doesn't matter if it's county level. It doesn't matter if it's city level, dude. They're all corrupt as shit. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you could pretty much have every FBI agent in this country, if they actually were legitimate, not corrupt as hell themselves, would that be the case? Come to the state of Ohio, and they could have investigations into like 90% of the fucking politicians in the state right now, dude. And you probably have to have that many taken out of office just to have a non-corrupt state anymore, dude. Because it's that fucking, just corruption city basically is what it is, dude. Actually, there was a cop who was arrested. I think it was in the last year, and he was arrested for like basically accepting bribes and shit. And he basically straight up said about the state of Ohio, and he's like, "Yeah, man, you'd be surprised at how corrupt this state actually is. Maybe just look into it, and you'll find out." And it's like, that's what I've been saying for fucking 4 years now, dude. Actually, more like 5 years now is what it is. And it's like nobody seems to give a shit is the problem, dude. And it's just sad. It's like I can scream that shit from the rooftops and nobody's gonna listen because they're either on the fucking take themselves or they don't care. They don't actually have enough power to get something done. Is what it is. So, yeah, I would say until there's an actual physical rising up of the people at this point, we just start throwing people out of office ourselves at this point in history, dude. Like nothing's really gonna change. And by that I mean legitimately elected processes and stuff like that. When I say toss them out of office that way. I don't mean literally go down to the state house and like grab them out of fucking chairs and yank them out of fucking office or something like that. I'm talking about no, you fucking, if nothing else, like you actually do what redress for grievances, First Amendment style, outside the state house with bullhorns and shit like that, being like, we don't look at you to have any authority now. Go fuck yourselves. We will remove you from office, and then start finding people to actually back in the next election cycle and stuff like that. That's the way I'm saying it, man. Because you got to worry about what you say now because you never know. You might get federally swatted again. And I'm not going to have that happen to me. Don't even fucking try it, Fed boys. Because I will definitely have a lawyer on the phone this time around to sue your asses. But, yeah, I should have done that the first time around, honestly, if I had realized what the hell was going to go on that day. The fact that I don't have 2 active FBI pensions coming to me right now is ridiculous. Which should have been the pensions from those douchebags having their jobs be lost that federally swatted me in 2019. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is, though. But we're almost 2 hours into this, and I'm getting pretty tired now. So just making sure there's nothing else we really want to talk about here. I don't think there really is. That's interesting. I'm going to see if this actually has any text to it here or not. Or if it's going to have to be something I'm actually going to look up right now. One of the things that was popping here in the Nebraska thing was called the Nebraska Pure Food Act, which I'm not sure if that's like anti-GMOs or what that would be then. So let's go ahead and find out, shall we? Let's see. 108th Legislature. Let's see. Relating to Nebraska Pure Food Act to amend sections 21 to provide for enforcement of health inspection permits for mobile food units as prescribed, to provide duties for the Department of Agriculture in certain cities, to harmonize provisions and repeal the original sections. Okay, so it looks like what they're talking about there with the Pure Food Act thing would be if you have like a food truck or something like that, or some kind of like mobile food stand or whatever, like a carnival ride or something like that, type of food stand like that at those places, or like a state fair kind of one or whatever. You would have actual health inspections at those things, which apparently are going on right now, which is pretty disgusting actually to think about, dude. Like seriously, Nebraska, you haven't already had like health inspectors out at these fucking food stands and stuff like that, dude, or these various like food trucks. Like, yeah, yeah, that's just nasty, man. So I'm not surprised by it, dude. That's why, honestly, like there's some taco trucks in Canton, Ohio that I go see every time. Like I see parked and stuff like that every time I go down to get water and shit, and I will never stop at those places, just because of no sanitation facilities on board is what it is, dude. And I'm just like, I don't know if that person has shit on their hands or not, but I'm not gonna fucking find out when I get food poisoning in 3 days is what it is. So, yeah, not a fan, man. Not a fan of it. But yeah, it's interesting though, and like I said, you have a lot of crazy shit going on in the state of Ohio now, and across this country for that matter. But actually, speaking of the state of Ohio, and it's not relating to our government and stuff like that, Terry Francona, who is the manager of the Cleveland Indians / Guardians, or whatever they want to call themselves now, his scooter was stolen the other day, and apparently it was found last night, I guess. And I'm guessing it was a bunch of kids stealing it for a joyride is my guess, honestly, on that one. So, but, oh, we got our turtle in the house. Nice. Right before I'm about to end, too, you know, because I can't stay up all day, man. I gotta get some sleep myself at this point. Been fucking awake since last night is what it is. Got shit I gotta do later, too, on the game. So, fucking stupid ass bunch of shit going on. Oh, fuck, I just realized I went for so long today. I missed the opportunity to get something in game then. Yeah, it's whatever. I could always get something later, hopefully, then. Get a better score and stuff like that, what it would be. But, actually, while we're still here, let's go ahead and see what's going on with old Breitbart news right now. Oh, yeah, you got fucking scumbag traitors to this country, like pieces of shit Adam Schiff, who are all butthurt that they were removed from fucking intel committees, as well as that douchebag Eric Sowell, who's a literal Chinese spy fucker. Then, of course, you got old dementia fuck herself, Dianne Feinstein, introduces bill to ban 205 so-called assault weapons. Why is this old cunt still in office and not in a fucking prison cell awaiting the death penalty right now? I mean that seriously. That is high treason shit right there, man. She should have been thrown out of office fucking 30 goddamn years ago, dude, in 1994. The first time she introduced AWBs. Let's see, man arrested after 3 shot and killed at Washington Circle K. Jesus Christ, dude. Shit's popping off everywhere on that one. See, then we got, this is actually a good one. We got Senator Josh Hawley introduces Pelosi Act to ban Congress members from trading stocks. So first of all, on that whole thing, dude, it should not just be Congress. It should be Congress, members, their immediate family, and any family or friends in close proximity to them. And I mean that shit seriously. Like, I don't care if it's Paul Pelosi. I don't care if it's Pelosi's fucking children. I don't care if it's Pelosi's fucking first, second, third, fourth, fifth cousin, etc., dude, that are getting the fucking stock tips and stuff like that. Or her best friend Pamela or something like that, dude. I'm just making that name up, by the way. I don't know if that's her actual friend's name or not. But that's the entire point, though. It should be any of these people, dude. Anybody that has proximity to these people at this point, dude, should never be allowed to even have the option to buy stocks or trade stocks, because you know damn well they're getting insider trading tips is what it is, dude. And I'll tell you what, if it's found out they actually did get insider trading tips from these Congress members and stuff like that, dude, guess what? That person that was in Congress is no longer in Congress because they're now in fucking handcuffs being hauled off to fucking prison for the rest of their damn life is what it'll be then. And it'd be as simple as that, honestly. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if they got the 205 guns that piece of shit Feinstein wants to ban here. I'm sure AR-15 is one of them. Probably AK-47, mini. Let me go ahead and guess. AR-15, AK-47, Mini Draco, AR pistol, and I'm guessing it would be actual names of stuff, like it would be like Colt, Ruger, Sig, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, let's see. Feinstein introduced legislation Monday to ban 205 quote-unquote military-style assault weapons by name and prohibit transfer of high-capacity magazines on top of that. So standard-capacity magazines, which we're talking about is what it is. Feinstein cited the January 21st, 2023 Montgomery Park shooting as the imperatus for the reintroduction of the assault weapons ban. Yeah, something that could have easily been fucking dealt with had you not had goddamn gun-free zones in your fucking state, you demon cunt. That's why I hate these people so much, dude. That's why I hate Gavin Newsom so much too, by the way, because it's like, it had nothing to do with fucking guns at all. What it had to do with was the fact you assholes banned fucking guns and banned citizenship from being able to have guns to stop these fucking scumbags from doing this shit. Which, by the way, pretty fucking sure that the Monterey Park shooter actually had that shit since the 1980s before it was fucking banned, dude. Because that particular gun he used in that massacre was already banned in California by name for fucking 40-something years now is what it is. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Feinstein is like 89, 90, something like that now. She's basically as old as the fucking National Firearms Act is, if I'm not mistaken. But she's also dementia as fuck, dude, for at least the past 2 years or so. her staffers have now been taking care of her and doing her daily duties there. It's not her actually bringing that piece of legislation forward. It's her fucking staffers what it is, dude. They're rewriting the shit. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that alone should see her removed from office based on that shit, dude. Based on the fact that she's not fucking cognitively there to even push legislation through. And of course, that's why they're looking for another Democrat for 2024 to actually replace her, is what it is then. Because they're going to basically have her resign then some point here by the end of the year, I'm guessing is what it is. And they're going to have somebody else basically running that primary, so it'll be them for the Democrat Party. And pick some new fucking stooge then. Which again, just get rid of the fucking entire senatorial seat is what it is, man. Just like a California should have 5 fucking congressional seats, not 52. So, anyway. Let's see. Feinstein said, "We were tragically reminded this weekend of the deadly nature of assault weapons when a shooter used one to kill 11 people and injure 9 more at the Lunar New Year celebration in California. However, Feinstein's proposed bill would not have prevented the suspected gunman from possessing the gun he used in the attack. In addition to banning the, quote, sale, manufacture, transfer, and importation of 205 specific firearms, Feinstein's bill requires a background check on any future sale, trade, or gifting of a so-called assault weapon covered by the bill. This would apply to guns grandfathered in if the bill were to become law." Fuck that bullshit, dude. Said bill also contains an arboretum to, quote, prohibit the sale of assault weapons to individuals under the age of 21, so it's also a fucking age limitation. Alleged Monterey Park shooter was a 72-year-old man, and Monday's alleged Half Moon Bay attacker was 67 years old. And by the way, I actually need to reiterate what I talked about in that Half Moon shooting. I thought it was 7 dead. It was 4 dead, 3 wounded at the second location. So that was my fuck up on that one. I didn't have all the information at the time. So yeah, to update on that one, it was 7 people overall shot, 4 of them actually killed. And apparently I was wrong also about it being like a whole Chinese fucking Yakuza thing or whatever. It was actually disgruntled workplace shit is what it was, dude. It was some guy going postal, legitimately. It was a dude who had been fired from one of the locations or whatever, who went back and capped a bunch of other employees is what it was, dude. So, and he was still, that's the kind of shit we're seeing now, dude. That's the kind of actual stuff I've been talking about when it comes to kids in this country, dude. Where you're going to see a rise of the Mexican Joker, man. Seriously. You know, beware of the Mexican Joker, man, because you never know when it's going to come out. So, but, yeah, it's a bunch of shit entirely, dude. I would love to see the actual 205 list, though, that Pelosi or Feinstein is talking about. So, maybe it's in this little article here that says cited. All right, let's see. Assault weapons ban. Yeah, the Age 21 Act would raise minimum age to purchase these guns from 18 to 21, same requirement that currently exists in law for handguns. Oh, yeah, and of course, little dick sucker fucking Democrat David Sicilian is part of this bullshit too as well, dude, because of course he fucking is. That dude needed to get fucking just, my God, I hate that guy so fucking much, dude. He is such a fucking scumbag. That guy knows nothing about anything when it comes to Second Amendment stuff, dude. Yeah, so Sicilian will introduce a companion version of the ban in the House of Representatives. Let's see. Got dickhead Blumenthal bitching and moaning about stuff that he doesn't know something about is what it is because he's a fucking traitor of this country. He also faked his military service, by the way. That alone should have tossed him in a fucking office decades ago. And you got stupid ass things from Sicilian's bitch ass too. Let's see, bans on sale, manufactured 205 by name. Owners may keep existing weapons. Bans any weapon with the capacity to utilize magazine that is not a fixed ammunition magazine and has one or more characteristics. So basically, it's exactly what 1994 was again, is what it was. Let's see, ban magazines or other ammunition feeding devices that hold more than 10 rounds, which allow shooters to quickly fire many rounds without needing to reload. Yeah, it also allows armed citizens to kill fucking criminals without having to reload, dude. And actually be involved in the fucking firefight and not be killed themselves by a fucking pack of criminals that are trying to break into their homes and shit, you dumb bitch. Let's see. Requires background check on any future sale, trade, or gifting of things covered under the bill, so grandfather clauses. Requires that grandfather weapons are stored using a secure gun storage or safety device like a trigger lock. I guess the safe storage laws. Prohibits the transfer of anything over 10 round magazines. Bans bump stocks, which has already been deemed unconstitutional, you dumb old bitch. And other devices that allow automatic weapons to fire at fully automatic rates. Does not allow fully automatic rate, dumbass. Let's see, bill exempts by name more than 2,200 guns for hunting, household defense, or recreational purposes. Bill includes a grandfather clause that exempts all weapons lawfully purchased at the date of enactment. What a bunch of unconstitutional horseshit, dude. I am so fucking sick and tired of these people, dude. I am so sick of these fucking goddamn demon fucking cunts, dude. That's what they really are, honestly, dude. I've just had it with these fucking people, man. I really have. Anyway. Yeah, I think I'm about to jump off, though. I am going to have my back chat open for about next 15 to 20 minutes, though. If anyone wants to chit-chat and bullshit in the back chat or whatever, I'll throw the link in the description. But other than that, we will be done for the day. Or I should say not in the description. The link is in the side chat there. If anyone wants to jump into the back chat then. But yeah, other than that, that's where we're at for the day. I'll be back at some point here. I need to basically jump to another account pretty soon because this account's probably like 16 hours or so. 20 hours right now. So if I keep doing these long ass grandstands that are like 2-3 hours long or whatever, I'm gonna have to start changing the shit up and jumping accounts again. Which I have a third account. I think my first account is actually back to free 20 hours again then. So I'll do that whenever then. But yeah, other than that, that's where we're at for the day though. And yeah, need to fight tyranny every day because you don't know what it's going to look like and you don't know what kind of fucking massacres these fuckers are going to try to extort is what it is. So it's just a bunch of crap entirely, dude. And on top of that, when it comes to the state of Ohio, it's time to impeach and arrest Jason Stevens, and it's time to arrest criminal Allison Russo for their crimes. And everybody else for that matter. Open investigations and the rest of them, man. That's all I'm going to say about the end of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will be back with another one in the future. And changing my avatar real quick because I forgot we still have the Mexican Joker one up there. I'm actually thinking about, honestly, the doing a patch that might be something similar to this one, but it might actually be something more like the this actual one, except we would change the gun in the state of Ohio there to a Taurus of some kind, and then you would have it be the constitutional carry at the top or whatever. You would have Ohio Patriot, and then underneath it would say Education Network underneath the Ohio flag thing there. So I'm still debating right now if I can get the money together. I might do a patch like that. So, or like I said, it might just be one that's just the network or whatever. It might be similar to this. Might be just like an actual circle patch, just says Ohio Patriot Education Network on it, and then maybe just be like, I don't know, like 2A to you or something like that in the middle or something, or 2A for everybody or something like that. I don't know. I'm still debating, man. But again, it depends on money and whatnot. But I'd like to start doing something with like patch stuff or whatever. So, but yeah, other than that, that's where we're at for the day. So, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will be back at some point, probably tomorrow or Thursday. Or no, tomorrow is Thursday. For some reason, I'm thinking it's Tuesday. So yeah, it's either be tomorrow, be Thursday. I'd either be back tomorrow or probably Friday. Maybe I might do the 2A cast again on Friday. I don't know. Again, sleep schedule is weird, and it depends if I'm actually awake to do it or not, or if it'd be like some late night ass thing or whatever at like 12, 1 a.m. fucking Saturday morning or something. I have no idea yet, but and then of course I'll be back on Mad Mox Saturday and Sunday chats, most likely this coming weekend. So those should be fun. We had a good time last weekend when it was just me and him for about 15 minutes and everybody else started jumping in. You just mentioned Texas and some of those fucking good old Texas Taint Ticklers Association motherfuckers will show up at some point. But anywho, I'm seriously thinking about making this new a patch, by the way, except it would actually again be like around the circle or be like Texas Taint Ticklers Association. And then they'll just have like founding member or something like that. Because honestly, truth be told, if I was to move to another state that's not Ohio, it probably would be some part of Texas then. Although I've heard that there's like a lot of like restrictions when it comes to hunting in that state, though, and I'm like, I know it's like super expensive now because of all the liberal assholes from California trying to fuck it up. So I don't know if it'd be worth it to move in there or not. But yeah, I'd prefer to just stay here and keep the 2A going in this state is what it is, man. I like where I'm at. I don't really need to move right now. I just need more good folks coming in here that actually care about our constitutional rights as well to help us out is what it is. So, but other than that, that's pretty much where we're at for the day. And like I said, I'll be back at some point later on, next day or two, to talk about some other shit. And hopefully by then there's not another fucking massacre happening in one of these states, because God forbid they try to pass some more bullshit or try to push some more bullshit and create another fucking massacre to do so. But yeah, I don't know. Shit's getting crazy now, dude, and we just need to fucking, carry everywhere is what it is, man. Carry everywhere and do what needs to be done to make sure that you're armed. And it's really as simple as that. And that's all I'm just about the end of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you all in the next one.